I'd like to share some photos of me when I was in a cult. Since Netflix has dropped Unchosen, it's become a trending show, and I've had a lot of you since my last video ask how is it similar to the cult that I escaped. Whilst this show is fiction, it is based on the cult that I grew up in, and I'll show some photos to prove how and why. Firstly, I want to show you Unchosen was set in this meeting hall, as we used to call them, meeting as they call it in the show. Now I want to show you the Brethren meeting rooms. These are 3 different church rooms, which very similar to what I attended for 24 years of my life. Now, interesting fact, the show Unchosen was filmed in Harrow meeting room. So prior to it becoming what is, I think now Harrow Council Chambers, it was originally a meeting room. Secondly, a lot of the women wear these headscarves, which is something all the women in the church have to do, although they have kind of exaggerated how much they wear them. I think to highlight the importance of certain things like women wearing headscarves, as they did in the cult that I escaped, which I'll show you a photo of now. This is Brethren, a couple of decades ago, and you'll see the headscarves on the women. Again here, you'll see the headscarf, and more recently, you'll see a headscarf on the women here. Now, the women used to wear headscarves in the exclusive Brethren because they are the weaker sex. As we were always told growing up, the girls wear it because the angels will see them and therefore provide them extra protection because, it's a big bad world and they need extra protection because they're the weaker sex. Here are some photos of an exclusive Brethren cult meeting room, just to show you what it looks like filled. On Sundays, they all wear white shirts, so I presume this is a Sunday. If it's not a Sunday and they all wear white shirts, it's because the leader is there and also he is down in the middle of that. And the men sit around like this and the women sit towards the back. And again, you'll notice the headscarves. The women only normally wear these to church in the exclusive Brethren, not at home like you'd see here. Normally they'd take them off when they enter a home. However, the similarities here is the women were always cooking, cleaning, doing housework. And lastly, here's a photo of me in the cult in what they call the catalogs or the photo books. That's me on the far left. Now, when somebody dies, they put a little asterisk next to the name, and that means deceased. When somebody is excommunicated or unchosen, which means the next photo in the next year, I won't be in this book and there'll be no record of my existence. Me with my family before I escaped, I have nothing to do with anymore. If you have any more questions, feel free to drop them below.